Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel that is EdTech. Hope you all are having a fantastic day. Let us begin with our today's video. So our today's video is going to be very interesting and important because we are going to discuss today about two important topics. The first one will be regarding the projects, the clients and the future of the company. The second we will be discussing about someone quitting the IT industry after 3 years. So without wasting any more time, let us move forward. But I have a small request, guys. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you have already not done that, because we will be sharing a lot of insights about the IT industry, how you can plan your job switch, how you can get a better package, and a lot of other things. So let us move forward. The number one thing is that this is the particular message that I received from one of our subscribers, and that subscriber mentioned that let me discuss this particular point. Okay, so let me just turn on the pointer real quick so that it will be easier for you to understand and for me to explain. Okay, so TCS's future is so bleak, clients no longer give respect to this company's promises. Okay, and there are a lot of lawsuits currently going on against the company. Even today, this company's sole aim is to get cheap labor and try to get things done somehow. Okay, somehow, like focus on these words. Okay, client had done enough of this loose behavior and they have switched to other private small vendors. All these TCS management, okay, giving out quarterly results, rake in crores as monthly income, while others get five-figure salary maximum. Okay, and I think this is true that a lot of the people are getting just five-figure salary. Okay, more than 95% of the TCS projects 24/7 are support projects in the name of transformative work, legacy, blah blah. Recently, this is now north-south difference between before after Ratan Tata. Okay, so they are highlighting that subscriber of ours is highlighting that there is a bias, there is a divide between north and south in the particular company, because the management, the upper management, you can definitely tell from the CEOs, CXOs, and other people, they are from southern part of India, and some of the most of the people working at TCS are either from north or south. Okay, so before and after Ratan Tata, there has been a lot of changes. During Ratan Tata's reign, okay, it was COVID and pandemic and all those things, but still TCS did not fire any of its employees. Okay, but now layoffs are going on and on. The new administration only care about the revenue by squeezing anything to the limits. So right now they want people to leave the company because there is a lot of bench full capacity at TCS right now, and the management is trying all its efforts so that people can get like voluntary layoff, or I would say voluntary termination, or even that is not a correct word for it, but voluntary resignation. This is what the company wants. This is what the analysts and a lot of our subscribers saying the same. Okay, so there is not a single innovative product came out of this company, and they survive by fooling its associates, giving peanuts. Okay, this company is full of HR events which creates an illusion that all are hunky-dory inside. So this is what the subscriber is telling us. Now I want to ask all of our viewers, if you are a TCS employee, if you are an Infosys employee, do you feel that this is the reality and this is the absolute truth, or do you think that there is a other side of the coin that we are not able to see? If yes, then do let us know in the comment section what do you feel. Okay, now let us go towards one of the important message that I saw, or I would say a post that I saw on Reddit, and I wanted to share it with all of you guys. Okay, so there is a person who mentioned that I quit tech today, warning to junior and mid-level developers. Okay, so let us discuss this quickly. Okay, all the credits to this particular person. Okay, so after weeks of contemplating, I've decided to quit tech today. This week, I installed my VS Code, NPM packages, Cloud A code, and Git Bash. And yes, I quit because the market is broken and it's not worthy enough giving yourself hope, especially in the dying industry. I quit after 3 plus years. For anyone planning to join the software engineering, I hate to say this, but like to you, but it's time you pivot to something else. This industry so far only works for senior developers. Okay, and even some of them are struggling with unprecedented layoffs. This is true. The junior and mid-level engineers apply and get hired pipeline is broken. What used to take teams to build now only requires two software engineers, that is two senior engineers and cloud code. There are no jobs. This is the end of the line. Pivot early if you are still a junior. It's not getting any better. You can see AI slop apps you everywhere. This is the new reality. To which I agree partially. Yes, there are a lot of tools, a lot of AI coding agents that help you to write the code. Like, for example, it can be GitHub Copilot, it can be JetBrains, that is the IntelliJ IDEA, okay, AI, their own proprietary AI model to provide code suggestion and a lot of other things like similar to Copilot. There is again cursor.ai, which is in itself a code editor, okay, I would say, or similar to IntelliJ, or some similar to your cursor. Cursor is similar to that, okay, kind of that IDE basically. There are a lot of other bunch of softwares that are available like bolt.ai. There is I think I remember livable.ai. There are a lot of things that are available in the market right now, okay. And I'm not just comparing these things, right? I'm not comparing the models like Copilot, like GPT or GPT 4o mini, or like your Gemini 2.3.5, or even your Cloudy Code, right? I'm not comparing those models. Yes, definitely it is very important, very easy for developers to give a prompt, but ultimately the architecture, okay, how things are going to be handled, whether you should be giving a grpc call, whether you should be giving a rest template call, whether you should be giving like inter service communication calls, how you should be giving that, how you can scale the apis, how you can manage like basically the caching part. So all these things will be definitely requiring human touch, okay. And I'm not denying the fact that AI might take jobs of junior level developers, but definitely senior level developers would be required. And once you pass through that phase of 1 to 3 years of experience, when you start going towards mid-level positions, then definitely you'll be getting better opportunities, and you'll be getting better salaries also. So I would just say, I request everyone that please don't spread negativity whether AI is going to take away jobs for the junior developers. It is not exactly like that, but definitely you'll have to use this AI tools, AI bots, okay, to develop your skills and to hone your skills, okay. So with this, I would like to just share with all of you guys that please don't give up easily. Just try to work more on yourself, like try to hone your skills and try to learn more and more. There will be plenty of jobs that will be available in the market, okay. Right now there are a lot of jobs, okay. Even in the month of February, it is estimated that the job vacancies or the job hiring will be increasing by 8% month on month. So this is a good news, and I would wish all of the people who are watching this video all the best, and keep learning and keep focused. Thank you and have a great day ahead.